Lord, teach me to let go of resentment. Lord, teach me to let go of resentment is a prayer that rises from a heart burdened by hidden wounds. Resentment often begins quietly. It may be born from a harsh word, a betrayal, an injustice, or a deep disappointment. At first, it feels justified, almost protective. We tell ourselves that holding on to the hurt keeps us strong or prevents us from being hurt again. Yet over time, resentment does not protect the heart, it imprisons it. Resentment is heavy. It lingers in our thoughts, colors our memories, and influences the way we see others. It can quietly shape our reactions, making us suspicious, defensive, or distant. Though the original wound may have been caused by someone else, the continued suffering often comes from our refusal or inability to release it. Without realizing it, we allow past pain to control our present peace. To pray for the grace to let go of resentment is to acknowledge that we cannot do it alone. Forgiveness is not natural to human instinct. When we are hurt, our first response is often anger or self-protection. We replay the offense in our minds. We imagine different outcomes. We wait for apologies that may never come. But in this cycle, our hearts grow tired and hardened. Letting go of resentment does not mean pretending the hurt never happened. It does not mean excusing wrongdoing or denying justice. Rather, it means entrusting the pain to God and choosing not to let it define us. It is the decision to release the desire for revenge, to stop rehearsing the offense, and to allow healing to begin. Forgiveness is less about the other person and more about freeing our own hearts. Jesus showed us the ultimate example of forgiveness. Even in suffering, even in betrayal, he chose mercy. From the cross, he prayed for those who harmed him. His forgiveness was not weakness, it was divine strength. When we look at his example, we realize that true freedom comes from not holding on to resentment, but from surrendering it. Resentment often masks deeper wounds, fear of being unvalued, unloved, or rejected. When we bring these wounds to God, we discover that His love speaks more loudly than any offense. His acceptance heals our insecurity. His justice assures us that no wrongdoing escapes His sight. Trusting in His righteousness allows us to release the burden of trying to settle every score ourselves. There are times when letting go feels impossible. The pain may be deep, the betrayal severe, the consequences lasting. In such moments, forgiveness may not be a single act, but a repeated choice. Each day, we may need to say, "Lord, I choose to release this again." Healing can be gradual, but every step toward forgiveness lightens the soul. Resentment also distorts our spiritual life. It creates distance between us and God, because a heart full of bitterness struggles to receive grace. When we ask for mercy for ourselves, but withhold it from others, our hearts become divided. Letting go restores harmony within us. It aligns our hearts with the mercy we ourselves depend on daily. Moreover, releasing resentment transforms relationships. Even if reconciliation is not always possible, our inner posture changes. We move from hostility to compassion. We begin to see others not only through the lens of their failure, but also through the lens of their humanity. We remember that we too have needed forgiveness. This awareness softens judgment and opens space for understanding. Letting go does not mean we forget. Memories may remain, but their emotional power diminishes. The wound becomes a scar, a reminder of growth rather than a source of pain. Over time, what once caused anger may become a testimony of God's healing work in our lives. Lord, teach me to let go of resentment is a prayer that allows a heart to truly experience healing. It begins with a confession and ends with liberation. Letting go becomes a bridge to reach the heart of God, a place where pain is met by unending love. Amen. Subscribe to the channel to pray and give thanks to God every day.